Alright, evening everyone. This is Dreaming Crow coming back at you with another review here. Sorry I've been away for a couple weeks. I had to purchase some new software to help edit some of my videos, and I purchased a new microphone which unfortunately doesn't seem to be working well for me at this point in time. So I ended up digging out my little headset here with my built-in microphone in it from one of my boxes, and it seems to be working just fine for doing my YouTube videos at this point. So I'll be using that for a little bit until I can figure out how why my other microphone is not working. So before we jump into the review today, of course, if you like the content that I'm putting out, please hit that like button down below, along with the subscribe button if you want to be updated with any of my new content as it comes out. If you are already a subscriber, of course, I do appreciate that very much, and all of the comments that you've been providing to the videos that I've put out up to this point have been very much appreciated. And to the subscriber that pointed out that my audio was not very good on a couple of my last videos, again, I'm trying to make that transition, so hopefully some of these new videos coming out will be a little bit better for everyone. And again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how well the channel is going for you. If you have any suggestions, positive or negative, I do appreciate that. Everything helps out my channel there. So we're going to jump into the review today. And the review on this particular topic is the 72 Sigils of Power, Magic, Insight, Wisdom, and Change by Zanna Blaise. Zanna Blaise is one of the authors, excuse me, with Gallery of Magic. This book was published back in 2015, and there is also a digital download copy for those of you that have Kindle. The book itself is about 207 pages, and the book outlines practices for Kabbalistic style magic, specifically using the 72 Sigils of Power in relation to the 72 names of God. And within those 72 sigils, there are over 300 powers that are able to be accessed by the practitioner in order to change and shape your universe and your world, both inside and outside. The two styles of magic that they actually cover in the book are Contemplative Magick and Results Magick. Okay. Contemplative magic, basically think about it as like meditative. It's internal. The magician gains insight and wisdom, is able to create and change aspects within themselves, change personalities, or perhaps develop abilities. That's one style of magic. And then the results magic is, of course, more physical based, where the magician is able to make real world changes, affect their reality, reshape their past, present, and future based on what they want to affect within their daily life. And then, of course, in the back of the book, there is a pronunciation section, so everything's broken down phonetically. If you're having any type of difficulty with pronunciations, that's one thing that I like about Gallery of Magic, is they always offer that type of information within most all of their books, actually. So the 72 names of gods are basically a series of three-letter words written in Hebrew, and when the practitioner looks at these words with a particular state of mind or intent, and then speaks a word of power, it makes or causes changes to happen within you, and then thus is reflected out into your world. Okay. Each sigil, of course, has a word of power associated with it, and each sigil can be used to affect, again, inner and outer change. within the magician or sorcerer's reality. And I'll just kind of show you one of those really quick. For instance, this is the fourth Sigil of Power called LM, and this is a sigil itself encased in a circle, and it's read right to left in Hebrew. Okay, as Hebrew is generally read. I'm sorry. The word for, or the translation of LM is recovery, and there's a short description regarding the sigil, along with the contemplative magic, with the word of power associated with contemplation magic, and the particular powers that are used to affect change in contemplative magic, and then results magic, the word of power, and then of course what it's used for based in results magic. Now, I probably won't get into a great detail concerning like how to use each of these. It is a very short process though, and they do go into explaining very well exactly how to use both contemplation magic and results magic. Okay, but what I really want to state here is that there's really no hard or fast or rule set in stone exactly how long to use the sigils themselves. Okay, personally, when this book was released and I purchased it, I turned to this book a lot for a couple of months. Simply just because of some of the situations that I was in. One in particular, I lived with some housemates at the time, and you know, when you live with people, not just friends, but I mean even family has a way of just drilling things in your head, into your subconscious mind. They definitely took advantage of me a lot, particularly financially. They were very, very manipulative in what they had done. And for instance, they tried getting me to buy a new refrigerator for the house at the time, even though the one that we had was working. And then I ended up finding, I just told them, hey, I'm strapped on cash, I can't do that. And then I just ended up finding out that all they really wanted was one of the housemates really wanted just a refrigerator for their own personal room, then they could like store their beer and soda in and all that. And you know, again, they would just try to manipulate you any way that they could, and it wasn't just people within the house. I mean, they even manipulated members of their own family for money. Hey, I need a new car. You know, somehow they always had like a new car like every 6 months. I don't know how that worked out or why. It just did, and they never seemed to like pay these people back, but they were always in financial trouble themselves. But you know, just to keep moving on here, I really had to remove some of this type of programming, being in that type of lifestyle for so long that I was in that household for 4 or 5 years, and things that I just saw and witnessed and overheard. This book was very influential in removing some of that programming, and in the beginning I probably worked with some of these sigils every couple days. Every third or fourth day I would just go in, follow the process, contemplative magic or results-based magic, and then finish it up. And most of these rituals can be done in 10 to 15 minutes. If you just have 10 or 15 minutes of free time, just sit down quietly, follow the process, and you know, give it a little bit of time. It might happen immediately. It might happen within a couple hours. You might go to bed and have like a really weird dream. who knows? You might be just sitting there and then have like an aha moment all of a sudden, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I understand, why I'm in the situation that I'm in, or what I can do to alleviate myself of this particular person or situation. So therefore, as I said, it's a very, very personal style. Nobody can really tell you how often to use it. Um, after a couple of weeks, though, I started to kind of slow down a little bit and just start using sigils more like once a week for a time, until the point that I felt that I was deprogrammed, and then I started reprogramming myself for, hey, I need to have more prosperity in my life and stuff like that. This book would definitely help with a lot of those things. If you have relationship problems, people just taking advantage of you in different ways, or even people that are just maybe looking to build new skills, or recover from a bad relationship or something like that. Again, there's over 300 powers in this book. It'll take you a good amount of time. You may not even use any of, like, all the powers in the book, but the book is there, and it will give you a good foundation to go with if you're really looking to work with something a little bit different. The other nice thing about this book is that if you're looking to do something different, you can actually put this book with another book from the Gallery of Magick series, which is the Angels of Magick by Damon Brand. This book itself was also published in 2015. I have not done a review on that book, but if you put both of these books together in a ritual aspect, like a ritual setting, if you follow something like the ritual out of the Angels of Magick book, and you incorporate the Sigil of Power associated with that angel from this book, you're going to get some killer results. Okay, I've done that as well myself. If you really want to learn more about how to merge the two books together to really get some great insight, I would suggest going to Gallery of Magick and look at their blog posting. I will have a link to that below, to the Gallery of Magick blog post. You're going to have to dig a little bit through their blogs to find the particular rituals concerning that, but you can merge these two books together, and get some very fantastic results, regardless what it is that you're looking to get done. And again, with each sigil from this book, not only is there a name of God related to it, but there's also an angel associated with that particular sigil as well. So in this case, for the fourth sigil, which was LM, the angel would be Lemia. Okay, and actually one of Lemia's powers is in order to alleviate torment, mental torment for a particular individual. So you could kind of see how that might help out, being that, say, the one of the results-based magics for LM is to remove bitterness. So if you kind of put those two together, you're trying to get rid of like a bad breakup or bad relationship, or something like that. You can see how those two would like merge together in a ritual setting, and how you would get those types of results. So I'm not going to go ahead and cover too much more on this book. This is really going to be a short review today. But if you are interested in picking up this book, You can purchase it at Amazon.com. Again, it is available obviously in paperback and digital download. Or if you want to pick up anything else from Zanna Blaise or the Gallery of Magick, again, Amazon.com will be the way to go to that. And I will have a link below. Just click on that link and it will take you to Amazon.com. So you can check out any of their books. Really quick, Zanna Blaise has actually also written another book. One of her first books was Angels of Love, Magic Rituals to Heal Hearts, Increase Passion, and Find Your Soulmate. I have not done a review on that book, and I don't believe that I will at this particular time. She has also done 2 musical compositions, which are also available at Amazon.com. The first one is An Echo of Angels, and the second one is Opening to Archangels. Again, those are musical compositions available in MP3 format. If you just search Zanna Blaise on Amazon.com, it'll come up as one of her works that she's published, and I believe those are $9.99 for MP3 download for those musical compositions. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bid you all a very fond farewell. Until next time, infernal blessings, take care, and goodbye.